Welcome to World of Monsters. I'm your host, Monster Master Arthur, and today we'll be taking a look at the largest fictitious, naturally occurring movie dinosaurs out there. That's right, the largest movie dinosaurs, original to that movie, and not known to our science. I have to start by mentioning that there are many altered versions of the known dinosaurs out there in movies and TV shows, cartoons, and games. There's many different variations of the T-Rex, and what you'll also notice is dinosaurs are more often than not portrayed larger than their estimated researched sizes. So in this list, we will not include kaijus, and of course daikaijus, any altered versions such as mutations of a particular species or hybrids. Therefore, this includes, of course, Godzilla, as in certain lore, Godzilla is actually an original dinosaur species, but it did get altered by the radiation from the bomb explosion, and we don't know exactly what changes it made to the original form and what that form would have looked like, so therefore Godzilla is out. All in all, if this list were to include Godzilla, it would clearly be the largest of all the following species: monsters, dinosaurs. And I was thinking to include Indominus Rex until the very end when I had to set these rules straight, as Indominus Rex of Jurassic World is a lab creation. It's a hybrid of various different dinosaurs and animals out there. So therefore we cannot include it in this list of the top original movie dinosaur species. So let's take a look here. We have Vestatosaurus Rex of King Kong 2005. Here we have this bipedal reptilian, which was fictionally hypothesized to be what the Tyrannosaurus Rex would have become if allowed to evolve another 65 million years. So definitely an original species, it's not a mix of anything, and more or less original to that movie's lore. The height is estimated up to 20 feet tall, the length estimated up to 50 feet long, and the weight up to 8 tons. Then we have the Gorosaurus of King Kong Escapes, 1967. Now that's a while back. And from the movie and movies, we learn that it's a rare dinosaur species. Again, original, unmodified creature. Let it be noted that it's slightly taller than King Kong, who is 20 meters tall. Not 20 feet, 20 meters. And at times appears close to the original Godzilla, which was 50 meters tall. Height up to 35 meters, which translates actually to almost 115 feet. Now compare that to the 20-foot tall Vestatosaurus Rex of the 2005 King Kong movie. Now this is in King Kong Escapes. In the movie Destroy All Monsters, it appears 50 meters tall. So even bigger. The length up to 65 meters, which translates to around 213 feet. Again, that's in its first appearance. In a later movie, 100 meters. That's crazy stuff. And the weight on it? Well, websites tell us up to 8,000 tons. Or in its larger version, up to 20,000 tons. That's comparing to only 8 tons of the Vestatosaurus? Alright, now let's take a look at Rhedosaurus. Rhedosaurus appeared in a 1953 movie, The Beast from 20,000 Fathoms, the movie that inspired and highly influenced Godzilla. In the movie, we learn that it's a species last of its kind. Again, that tells us that it's basically a very rare dinosaur species, and once again, original to that lore. The length up to 60.96 meters, that's around 200 feet. Weight, considering it's a quadruped, we're not looking at the height, weight up to 500 tons. So if we're going to take these 3 creatures and put them in order, obviously the smallest would be Vestatosaurus Rex at an 8-ton estimation. Then we would have the Rhedosaurus at an estimation of 500 tons, and ending with the Great Gorosaurus at an estimation of around up to 8,000 tons in the original movie. Not to mention the 20,000 ton estimation for Destroy All Monsters. Huge difference. So there's the answer. But is the Gorosaurus truly just a dinosaur? Or is it a dinosaur slash kaiju, as some refer to it as? or is it simply a kaiju? That's the question. For if it's not a dinosaur, then it is indeed out of the list, and the winner would have to be Rhedosaurus, the quadruped creature beast dinosaur of the beast from 20 fathoms at a 500-ton estimation and a 200-foot length. And you guys thought Indominus Rex was huge, which compares pretty well with the Vestatosaurus. Some estimations say it's bigger, some estimations show that the Vestatosaurus Rex is actually larger. You be the judge. But nonetheless, on this list, it's either the Gorosaurus or the Rhedosaurus. It's up to you guys. Let me know in the comments down below which one you think is the winner. Is the Gorosaurus, should it be considered the dinosaur? Or do you think it's just out of place here and the Rhedosaurus is the winner? And let me bring this real quick up to your attention. And that is that if you're comparing these dinosaurs and say their shapes and forms to similar ones in our real biology, based off the bones that we've actually discovered, they are all much larger. So keep that in mind in case for whatever reason you may over-exaggerate the real size of these creatures, which is a common thing as people do that with living animals these days. So speaking of that, speaking of real dinosaurs, the largest dinosaur out there so far that we've researched is the Titanosaur argentinosaurus, which comes in at a length of, and this is a quadruped, so four-legged creature, comes into a length of 39.7 meters. That's 130 feet long. So it's a little bit shorter than, say, the Rhedosaurus, but keep in mind that it lacks a lot of the mass of the Gorosaurus, of these bipedal ones, and of course the Rhedosaurus, because that one's just like a huge lizard. The largest dinosaur, the Titanosaur, is a very long-necked and long-tailed dinosaur, which is a type of sauropod. Therefore, the weight comes in at around 96.4 tons, or which translates to 106.3 short tons. So looking at the Rhedosaurus and a 500-ton estimation, we should be able to sort of accept that. But a Gorosaurus with an 8,000-ton estimation with that height, well, it has a lot more mass if you take a look at it. So considering it's around 200 feet, but it's also all thick mass, huge head, thick neck, powerful thick legs and tail. Not like an actual balanced real life looking dinosaur. But 8,000 tons, that may be a little bit of overkill. Let me know what you guys think. And again, once again, let me know who should be the winner of this list, Gorosaurus or Rhedosaurus. And thank you all for sharing your passion with these reptilian creatures and all other monsters out there. Until next time, this has been a wild monster question here only at World of Monsters. And for further discussion, join us in the community tab or over on Facebook in our group.